here. What is up, wrestling fans? Another interesting week of professional wrestling, both inside and out of the WWE. Welcome to episode 9 of the Shed Podcast. I am just Bill Different, Cody Hawkins, Cajun Daddy Chucky, Jimmy Foo Show, JT Tubes Gaming.
I'm here, but I'm not here. My webcam didn't come on.
Yes. Well, anyway, we got some interesting news in the world of wrestling, both inside and out of WWE, and even a little bit of Vince news. So buckle up, and this is the week in wrestling. WWE is looking forward to returning to Perth, Australia for another next year in 2025. Reports from the West Australia. The last PLE over there was the Elimination Chamber, February 2023, and they packed the place, dude. That was a great pay-per-view. Rhea Ripley was as good as she ever is, especially in that Elimination Chamber match. She had an outstanding outing there. And let's see, NXT is going to be appearing at the 2300 Arena, bro, the ECW Arena, November 6th. Now, the show will air on a Wednesday night as opposed to, the regular Tuesdays. So be on the lookout for that.
So, question for you before you keep going there, Cody. With them booking that arena for NXT, do you because being WWE owns ECW, and we do have some ECW.
Oh, he cut out.
We do have some ECW legends that are still under legends contracts. If I might be able to step into what he was trying to say, maybe take a shot at it. But yeah, man, there's a lot of guys on legends deals. Rob Van Dam is on the legends deal. Sandman's on a legends deal. I don't think anybody else. Maybe Tommy Dreamer. I don't know. But I mean,
didn't we talk about the Dudley Boys about a week ago about them coming back?
Yeah.
They
tweeted something about they need to be put to a table or some shit.
Being the fact that Devon has bounced back from a heart attack or a stroke a few years ago, and to see him in the condition that he was in last year, whenever him and Bully made their return for that one-time event. I think it was for TNA, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that was
Devon was just in the latest diss track that Trick Williams made for Ethan Page.
I miss brother Devon. That's the one tag team I like to watch the most because they're always hard hitting. They didn't really need the technicality; they were just a pair of brutes, and they worked well together. Their psychology was chef's kiss. Whenever they first broke in, they were the shits. Now, and Bubba was almost 400, like 375, 380, almost 400.
I know we got some pieces in here. We're sorry we were late. We're like an hour late too, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all good because even though
got things going on, you know what I'm saying?
Moving on into other news, in TNA, Christy Hemme is returning to the brand as a director of marketing. She previously worked as part of creative for TNA, but now she's made her return as a director.
Did they have the title match? With Joe Hendry?
Yep.
Yeah, with Joe Hendry, did they have it?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Bound for Glory last.
Yeah,
I knew it was last night. I thought it was last night. What happened?
So, John Bradshaw Layfield came in, gave a clothesline to hell to Joe Hendry, and I forgot who else it was. And he actually tweeted out today, he's like, I am the guardian of professional wrestling. I'll come in, clothesline, and leave.
Wow.
Hey, it's a simple gimmick, but hey, he's getting paid, right?
Jimmy, you have a crack in your door, by the way.
All right, so as everybody has seen in the news, Samantha Irving has left the WWE.
But what's the good side of that?
You about to say
it. Replacing her full time until they can find a suitable ring announcer. I mean, it was an opportunity for Lillian to get back. Now, this past Monday on Raw, she was a little shifty on her words.
Yeah, because you heard that crack in her voice whenever she was like going out.
She was like flowing.
How are you going to have the handle for WWE still on your ex Twitter account and bash them also?
Who did it?
Samantha Irvin.
I didn't see her Twitter.
So she tweeted out about how WWE saw her nothing more than an announcer, but she wanted to be more than just that. She wanted to be a general manager. She wanted to be a manager for somebody. She wanted to do so much more, and all they saw her as was a female announcer.
Yeah, basically, it was like she was like, you know, announcing was her way in, basically.
Yeah.
You know, it was her way into the business.
Podcast time.
You know, she wanted to either be a manager or a general manager. But she said, quote, WWE saw no future besides announcer. I love watching the action, but I don't love being an announcer. She said that, end quote. Yeah, but, you know, best of luck to Samantha. I mean, the girl's talented, man.
Yeah.
Not only
she is.
And she was hella loved. Everybody loved her.
Oh, everybody loved her, man. And that's the thing that's throwing people off. Like, we love you as ring announcer. You're one of the best faces of this company.
I tell you what, she's better than the SmackDown one. Oh my god.
What she used to be the NXT ring announcer. I think she still is.
I hate to say this, but Samantha Irvin made the WWE Cody Rhodes moment whenever he won the title.
Yeah.
She made that moment even better.
Yeah.
It was emotional. She don't know the card.
Yeah.
They don't let ring announcers in on the card. They're there to announce. They don't have to know all of creative. So it created a natural response to the match. And that's what you got out of, you know, Samantha Irvin, was you got raw emotion. Probably one of the You know, it should have been Austin, not Undertaker.
Yep.
That's just me. But they didn't want to pay Austin what he wanted to pay him, so Taker took the spot and made it his own.
Yeah. Taker said, "I'll be here for you as long as the guys are good with it."
Right, exactly. And speaking of old school guys and other news, a new lawsuit has been.
Oh, Kyle's in the chat.
Man, Linda McMahon, WWE, and TKO in relation to charges of SA that originate more than 30 years ago. Now, 5 survivors named in this suit as John Does 1 through 5 are believed to have been targeted by former ring crew chief and announcer Mel Phillips during Ring Boy times during the World Wrestling Federation ring crews. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if y'all watched Mr. McMahon.
Yeah.
Whenever they brought up the Ring Boys and
I saw something like that. Whenever they was announcing that in the Vince McMahon documentary, I won't lie, I kind of saw something like that coming.
Linda got a lawsuit too against her. I saw on YouTube the other day.
But meanwhile,
Linda?
The Maple Pro show that happened. It was a 2-night event last weekend.
That's me.
We aired like right whenever night 2 was starting. But once again, Maple Leaf Pro for their debut last weekend did an outstanding. They sold the place out. The main event was right both nights. I mean, you had really good finishes, and I'm ready to see more of Maple Leaf Pro. They have ties with
Trevor? How we doing, boss? How we doing?
Have ties with NXT because TNA's ties with NXT, but Maple Leaf's ties with TNA, also their ties with AEW because they were defending championships on that show because Maple Leaf Pro don't have titles yet, which I hope to see some very soon. And from what I've been told in the sources that I've seen, those belts are gonna look nice.
Good.
So that's pretty much the news I have for the week. Let's kick off the Monday Night Raw.
So before we start, I just want to.
Let me go turn my fan off. Keep going.
I just recently moved, so I haven't found my own little spot yet for my setup. But next week I'll officially have my own setup with everything. I'm gonna get a ring light and get my own little thing set up. So next week is gonna be a lot better. So I apologize to everybody who can see like the bathtub door open and stuff like that. The bad lighting, it'll be fixed by next week.
Yeah, we got that. Let me turn my AC off because Kyle said it's loud.
Get you a banner, dude. I got this off of TikTok for like $8. $8 on TikTok, and it got to my house in 3 days.
I will say, look, I just turned on YouTube, And I will have to say though, Mr. Cody, you over here looking smooth with your hair,
Bruh.
and kind of got that trim up going up with the facial hair.
I need to really focus and learn about this mixer. Because with the money we paid for this mixer and this microphone, they should not be able to hear a fan that's across the room.
No.
Yeah, Kyle said the fan is loud. I don't get it.
Somebody's microphone settings are.
It's mine. It's mine, but I don't understand. I gotta mess with the mixer. I'm gonna mess with it this week.
Yeah,
Okay.
looking for pure sound from the microphone, you can set that.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm plugged in XLR, so it should be whatever comes at the top of this microphone is the only thing you should be able to hear. Like right here.
Like unidirectional.
Yeah. All right, we're moving on to Raw.
Sorry about that. Yes.
Actually, let me get the cup. It's in the camera now.
Yeah, check it out. The cup that we will be giving away. Wait, where's that? Our cups.
Nope, this is the giveaway cup.
That's the giveaway cup for Crown Jewel. Also, awesome. Just remember, hey, look, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube page at The Shed Podcast 2024.
I just
get your friends about it. Everybody else.
I just figured it out. It ain't the microphone. It was pulling audio from my webcam, so my webcam was catching everything in the room except for this. So Kyle, I should be good now. Let me know.
There you go.
All right, go ahead. Start out with the cup.
And it's courtesy of Little East Creations. Justin's wife here is the one who makes a lot of the products. She's been making the cups for the giveaways. And this is our second giveaway cup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our second giveaway cup, and I'm
looking
forward to it. I look forward to everybody who's liking, sharing, subscribing.
So guess what? How do they get entered into winning the cup?
Okay, so
that's simple. It's the most easiest thing. You like, you subscribe, you share, and then whenever you go and you see us live during Crown Jewel, you can simply comment. Be like, "Hey, fuckers." Be like, "Hey, you're assholes." Be like, "Fuck WWE." It doesn't matter what you say.
Okay, so I got a question. What if you missed the pre-show, but you want to watch the post-show? Can you still enter in to win the cup?
Yeah, you got.
You got to be fast though. How quick can your fingers be? Is the real question. Can you get the little twiddle fingers going? Because if you're the first comment after the post-show.
Yep.
So you watch the pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
We make sure we make sure you're subscribed. We make sure you like the video, the live. Okay. And share it. Well, you don't ever have to share. I don't really count. You can, but
share it because that gets us out. Hey, we gotta exercise the algorithm.
So you have to say, Jimmy, you're cute. Cody, you suck. Or Justin, you're fat in the chat. You have to say something. You can say fucking fuck you or you want. I don't care. You're entered.
Hey, we all have our part in here.
And if
Tony's about these, you're the tech, and I'm the sexy one.
And if something happens that you are not able to make the pre-show, we go live. I'm gonna say 5 minutes. As soon as the pay-per-view goes off live, we're 5 minutes. You got to be the first one. You can comment number 1. You can comment AZKLOP. Whatever. You get entered, and we do a live random wheel live on stream. Choose the winner. You live close, you come get it. Or Cody, did you mail out the last one?
No, I actually I have the stickers out for it. I just got.
Okay, so Cody's gonna what her name was? Heather, right?
Yeah, Heather.
Heather won it
for Bad Blood.
Bad Blood Cup being shipped out soon. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to Raw.
All right, so Monday Night Raw, man, October 21st. Started off with Bronson Reed walking into the arena, getting attacked by Seth Rollins backstage. Guys in the back trying to separate him. Rollins is yelling at him, "This isn't over." Like, Rollins takes to the ring, challenging Reed to a fight. As Reed's coming back out through the curtain, bunch of security and producers are trying to keep him from Seth. They're trying to keep those guys apart. Reed asserts his dominance, taking out the entire freaking security team, which was nuts. Love that shit about him. Gets the advantage on Rollins, clearing house, clearing the announce desk. Tries to go for a tsunami, good old Seth just say, nope. Reed eats the table. More security separate them, so, they work to the back.
What's up with that tsunami through that table? Dude, if he'd have landed wrong on that.
Oh, he'd have fucked him.
You went
Well,
vertical.
you got to think about it. Reed right now is willing to sacrifice so much because whenever he did those tsunamis on Seth, then he got the Braun Strowman. He's put himself on that main event level page, and as we've industry, whenever you're in that page, you'll do anything.
He froze.
Like, this is the way to do it, actually. If you're going to be a super heavyweight trying to get to the main line,
he just needs to, when you go through a table like that, you need to jump a little higher because his knees look like they took it.
He's got a lower center of gravity, brother. He's an upper decker, not a launcher.
That's true.
You know, you got to take into consideration he's carrying a lot of weight on him.
Yep.
Okay. So he's doing the best he can with that kind of weight. I mean, look at Otis.
Yep.
Another example.
You can't use Jacob Fatu as you can't use Jacob Fatu because that dude
Fatu is almost muscle now, dude.
Yeah, he like a lightweight.
Well, he's still a heavyweight. He's like 235, 240, easily.
All right.
But going into another altercation with Miz, and the final testament ensues after a tag match between Truth and Kofi and AOP. Match, Kofi wins with a roll up out of nowhere. Next thing you know, Kofi rolls out the way. Final Testament's corner down.
Do you think that I read it online the other night? The question was to the WWE universe. Do you think that the creative team is using the Wyatt Six perfectly right now when it comes to booking?
Yes. Yeah.
That they're actually doing with them, I think it makes sense.
A lot of people say they don't want to put them in back to back feuds because you're gonna make them. Yeah, you're gonna. First of all, you're gonna take away that.
They're gonna get tired of it.
Yeah, but not just that. It's like you don't want to keep putting them in it because you want the Wyatt Six to keep winning. Right. So if you put them in a feud, wait about a month or two, and then bam, they pop up out of nowhere. Now they're going after the Final Testament, which I think is the best match.
That's the pace that
that's gonna be so sick.
And then the fact that Miz tried to run. Miz is like, I'm done.
He didn't get far. So whenever we have the Xavier Woods and Kofi situation.
Mm-hmm.
Now we always are talking about Xavier Woods turning on Kofi. What if Xavier Woods not turned on Kofi, but Kofi and Xavier Woods turning heel together?
I'm not going to say it can't happen. I'm not going to say it can't happen because I'm going to be here.
When they started.
I'm gonna be here, in like a couple months when that does happen. I'm going to have to apologize to you like you did to me with Jey Uso. It's not, it can happen, but I do think that Xavier Woods is going to make the turn on the 10-year anniversary when they have their anniversary. But what do you think about the Wyatts and the Final Testament? Isn't that just a perfect storyline?
I think so because it'll put some credibility on both of them. This is an opportunity to create them both and build them both strong.
And now Karrion Kross is pissed.
Considerable towards main card.
You have the master manipulator Karrion Kross versus the man that can't be manipulated.
Yeah.
In Bo Dallas. You have two big guys
more or less
on both sides. Yeah. You have Scarlett Johansson.
I ain't gonna lie, that was pretty sick way Nikki jumped off the ropes and landed on her like that to start the brawl. That was sick.
Right.
It is a perfect matchup between them.
American made.
Yep.
They ambush with Nikki.
Yep.
Because Nikki did the
cross. I think that they're going to go well together. And I think that in that aspect, I think they should continue the feud and in the feud on Raw and not introduce the Wyatts on pay-per-view. They should always leave the Wyatts out of the pay-per-view.
I'm just saying, I love the live podcasts when y'all here. Because we can actually all talk over each other. Oh, Kyle said Karrion Kross took his name.
But, okay, moving forward. There was a tag team match after that, Damage Control versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, also, you had Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson from NXT ringside watching this match. Damage Control had a really good showing. Crowd is behind them 100%. Clearly, obviously, they've gone face. Damage Control is a face team. They're just taking it very seriously. Not being baby face, but more hard face is what we'd like to call that in the business. Heels did solid work, utilizing Raquel's size advantage against both Yo and Last Legend and Jakara Jackson end up causing the DQ to Io Sky on the outside after Io a Jakara of freaking Snapmare over the rails and then tried to go after Last Legend, and the Legend gave her a solid bow, causing the bell, throwing the match via DQ. So the match went to Io and Kairi. Liv and Raquel face off with Lash and Jakara at the end of this whole cleanup. And then right when you thought it couldn't get any better,
here comes Mommy.
Rhea Ripley interrupts and takes out Raquel and gets a hold of Liv, puts her into the submission, that inverted cloverleaf. I fucking love that.
I know. I'm actually looking at it right now. She got Dom in a good ass clover.
She sunk it in on Dom, and then
So before we move on from this whole Liv thing, you think WWE?
It's really making Rhea very, very strong.
Do you think
putting her with men, having her headbutt JD McDonough, and I can understand the Dom situation. I really didn't.
It's kind of like bringing in another China.
Basically,
and she kind of does, and she's built like China. She kind of looks like her a little bit.
Built like China was.
Yeah, China was kind of built, but do you think the WWE is pushing toward the cash in to go toward Liv, or you think they're distracting us to go toward the SmackDown title? I think they're distracting us.
Because remember, the original rule is whatever brand you represent and you win the case, that's the brand's title you go for.
No, you can go for anybody's.
Well, I thought it was.
No, you can go for anybody's at any time.
I thought it was.
Back in the day, whenever they actually had the authentic Raw and SmackDown brand separation, they did have Money in the
Yeah, the red one and the blue one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Now it's no longer like that. It's one case, and you can cash on. She can cash on NXT, SmackDown. Or,
they're teasing it.
Raw.
They're teasing it, but I think they're distracting us because, like you said, they're building up to get that reaction from the crowd when it finally happens, and she's gonna go after the SmackDown one.
All right.
She's gonna go after Nia, and she's gonna be a face.
I mean, it's like what Charlotte did. Charlotte cashed in her Money in the Bank on Rhea Ripley at Mania 36.
Yep.
So she was WWE Women's Champion as well as NXT.
Hey, if you're watching and you go to streamlabs.com/the Shed Podcast and you want to donate like $30, I need a new bottle of Jägermeister. Okay. Anybody else?
Hey, we need to get up a project to where we can all pitch in and build a new shed.
It's coming.
To build one.
Me and Jimmy got a lot of shit in the works right now. It's just, you remember how you told us with WWE just kicking the can? Yeah, we're not kicking the can. We're kicking pennies right now. So we're gonna work on it. We're working on it.
Let's just say where the Shed Podcast started to where it's at now.
It progressed, but let's just say that in our relationship in us three, I'm the one that sees it and buys it. Doesn't care what it looks like. You know,
I'm the one where he tells me, he's like, "Hey Jimmy, this is what we need. Okay, how much? Okay, give me about a week and I'll send him the money."
Well, it's not just that. It's like, okay, the shed that we have now is, I paid $500 for that shed. I'll just throw it out. That's what I paid. You know, it was poorly put together because I almost died putting it together. I was suffering dehydration. I had to go to the emergency room. It was that hot. Yeah. So, you know, my uncle.
Out to Joey for
my uncle finished it for me, which is it's put together well, but when it rains, obviously y'all saw it leaks. So I told Jimmy, and I sent him he's on the board. I sent him a thing. 12 by 12 covered area, just like the one I got in my outdoor kitchen. It'll fit perfectly over the shed. No more rain. We ain't got to worry about rain no more. It's $112. So that's our next project. But if I have to guess, I will say by next summer, we're gonna have a bigger, better shed.
I was gonna say that'd be about like $3,000 worth of materials, dude. I can have it built in a freaking day.
But the problem is, I need to get that covered area ASAP because, as you know, we're getting into the winter, and that's more rain we're gonna be getting, like more than the summertime. So I need that cover on there, or everything we built inside that shed is gonna ruin it. Them soundproof panels, that's just styrofoam or whatever. So as soon as it goes through the cracks, it's gonna soak up all that water, and it's gonna start molding. So I need to get that covered. Yeah, I need to get that covered area up.
We're trying to stay sanitary in the shed here.
Well, thanks to one of my outdoor kitchen equipment and a little bit of cash, we finally got our PC. So let's just be thankful for that. I don't have to keep bringing my PC outside. We have a PC for the shed now. So a lot of videos.
We cover it with a beach towel and a trash bag when you're done.
I got it all planned. I went online. I bought a cover for it. I'm all set.
Like some damp raid.
But I'm telling you, as soon as that little 12x12 area is put up, it's got the mosquito netting around it, kind of like the one I got by my outdoor cooking. And I'm gonna buy 4 tarps from Walmart, the gray ones, and I'm gonna put them on the inside. That way, we're protected from the sun, the rain, everything. So it's gonna feel so much better in there.
It's gonna be about 10 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
And it won't. The AC won't have to push so hard to keep it cool.
Exactly. So I'm working on a lot. Like Jimmy said, behind the scenes, we're working up. It's just to get that built up.
Now, depending on.
Like Jimmy said, he's not in his regular space anymore. They're working on getting him a better space. So me and him have to focus on what we put to the side for the shed, what we put to the side for the gambling channel. We got everything working right here. The main goal was to get the PC paid off. After Wednesday, it's paid off, so we're done with that. The next step is going to be getting that covered area. So I'm pretty sure he'd probably tell you we'll probably go half on that, get that knocked out too. And then we have to order another case of cups. Oh, Jimmy, I actually said it's $50 for a case of cups.
Tell her we'll clear it this week.
So we'll get a case of cups. That way, we keep giving them away. We keep making some for ourselves. And eventually, I'm going to take all my cups and put them on a shelf in the shed to make it part of the background of our stuff. So
look, here's the thing: is that whenever it comes to the Shed Podcast, I told this to Justin. Whenever it comes to the Shed Podcast, it comes to the gambling channel. I told this to Justin. People are investing in stocks and bonds. Whenever I sit there and I see about what there is to invest in the world, if you look at YouTube, you look at podcasts, you look at the gambling channels, that's the future of our world and as we're going.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm investing for the future of my kids, for Eli, for Cody and Cody's kids. I'm investing in our family's future with this stuff.
That.
That's why whenever it's this is how much it costs. Great, no problem. Let's go ahead and get it.
Well, I mean, I think it would be pretty awesome, Cody, if you stick around Saturday and stick around and be in the video with us. Be part of our gambling video.
Sure.
I mean, you're gonna be like, well, okay, I don't get what's going on, but you'll be able to be part of the video. We can actually put you in the title.
Chilling and BSing, yo.
It's November, like Jimmy said, we're gonna keep making videos, and probably by February, we're gonna be live. Like as soon as the PLE goes off, we do our post show. I get everything switched up. We go live on our gambling channel for the rest of the night. And I do need to order both of y'all flags, the little ones, like the one you got behind you, but I want to make a smaller one to put on the wall on the shed. My brother actually, with his wife's little company, they printed some T-shirts for me, and Eric said they do flags now, so I'm gonna get them to do little flags for y'all.
Wait, they got a machine?
Huh?
They got a sublimation machine?
Oh, dude, Brittany my sister-in-law got a whole setup. Like she made our pajama shirt. She took a picture. She took a picture of me, Eli, and Ashley, and it's just a picture of me holding Eli, and we took a family picture. She took that picture and turned it into a cartoon.
Like she animated it, yeah.
Yes, and actually, watch. I got it. I'll show I know you can't see it, but it's actually a cartoon. Yeah, it's a cartoon, and that's our Christmas shirts.
Y'all got.
They do a lot of work. So, eventually, like I told Jimmy, eventually I want a bigger shed, and I want I want the sofas out of there. I want 3 chairs, one on one wall, one on the other, and one in the corner.
They got a camera.
Just for us to be able to have our own space.
Get a 360.
Because I don't know if y'all looked at the last podcast, but you and Jimmy sitting on that little ass couch. They look like there ain't no couch on there. And then me, I take up the whole couch for my damn self.
That was bad. I'll admit it. That was.
But I'm focused on, I don't want to do too much because we have so much stuff in the background that we're trying to complete. I just want to knock out this PC. Once this PC's paid off, then we'll focus on getting that covered area. And then after that, we're going to start looking into getting a bigger shed built.
No, I was going to say, I can pitch in.
Well, they have
I got nail gun. I got nails.
You know, if you're driving past Abbeville, when you get to that Maximort red light, to your left, they have a bunch of sheds out.
Yeah,
and
right
Eric,
above the joint, man.
Eric said if you drop a decent down payment, the payments are cheap and they're nice. And Jimmy, you turn sideways, and they'll come to your house and build it for you. So if we get that done, then I could call my uncle, be like, yo, we're getting a new shed. Come get this other one, or I'm tearing it down and putting it to the road. He'll come get the shed and bring it to his house.
Like, if I got it, dude, I'll pitch 500 that way.
Well, we're going to see. That's why I said.
That's 1,500 down on one.
That's why I say give us until January. Plus, once we start pulling in. Once we start pulling in ad revenue, then that's going to go toward that too. So it's going to work itself out.
Subscriber goals and likes goals. And
right now, the main thing. Right now, the main thing is kind of staying true to the name right now. We're from Louisiana. We're fucking white ass trash, dude. We're in a fucking $500 shed with $900 worth of equipment doing a podcast that, honestly, you're the only one that's supposed to be doing a podcast like this because you're in the business. You know everything. We are just fans. So,
but if anything, you know, and all in all, though, whether you're a fan or an active wrestler,
I understand.
We all have love for this business.
Well, yeah, but
what brought us together? We're just a bunch of marks.
That's why I don't have nothing.
Mark.
That's why I don't have nothing ran right now. I don't have no wires ran. I don't have nothing because in the end goal, I want to be able to be like, okay, this is our setup. You know, if something happens that my wife doesn't want her room anymore and I get my game room back, I'll set up the podcast in that room.
That'd be nice.
But I mean, yeah, that's like a 1 in a million chance because she's in love with that room and she's got so much crap. Yeah,
you get it. Totally understand. Like, dude, that'd be a good idea. Each pitched like 500 in, dude, to get the down payment on the shed.
You realize the past 5 minutes we've been doing what a podcast is really supposed to be. We're talking to each other. We're not talking to the people that's watching. You know, that's what I've been telling y'all every time we do a podcast like live. The whole point of the podcast is to talk to each other and not even worry about the camera.
Right.
So
yeah, I'm not on camera, quite honestly, but you know, we do need to continue on with Monday Night Raw because we have to get Gunther into on his view of Cody Rhodes heading to Crown Jewel.
You missed something. You missed the Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee match.
Wait, what?
Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee defeated American Made and progressed to the world title #1 contender match.
Shoot, I forgot to write that down. Yeah, dang it.
Well, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee defeated them, so.
So it's Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Kofi and Xavier.
Yeah. Oh my God, who's gonna win that? I don't think the New Day's gonna win that.
I like that. I didn't think about that till just now. I like that build. They have the Xavier Woods and Rey Mysterio that have that beef still.
Yep.
There you go. But then while during that interview with Gunta, Damian Priest interrupts and basically tells him, hey, after you're done with your business with Cody, I got next for that World Heavyweight Championship.
Did I miss anything? I did not see that on Raw. I didn't fast forward. I didn't fast forward nothing. I did not see Damian Priest at all.
I watched it, but it really wasn't memorable.
Yeah, like.
Oh, and we also forgot to say that.
Basically, Gunta's response was.
Yeah, we also forgot to say that Adam Pearce gave Seth Rollins what he wanted.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I'm telling you guys, and I said it inside of the chat, and I'm saying it right now live. Adam Pearce, and I apologize for any previous general manager. Everybody has.
I
their
think Adam
own
Pearce is the best
preferences.
general manager.
Adam Pearce is the best general manager
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
And hey,
And I love his little line that they give him occasionally. He'll say it every now and then. I need a drink.
But also, hey, you got to give it to Nick Aldis as well on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, we got something to talk about that when we get there. I got some things to say about Nick Aldis.
All this balls into the main event. Jey Uso defending his Intercontinental Championship.
Anybody want to give me boys some props? Anybody want to give me my props? Do it right now. I said it last podcast. Go back and listen exactly what was going to happen, and it happened. And I'm so happy. Yep. I never get anything right.
Two IC champion Breaker, a two-time Intercontinental Champion, might I add. This back and forth action. Good spots to get the crowd reacting. Tongans attacked Jay, but failed at first. Solo appears on the barricade. Breaker gets a full speed spear on Solo. After
don't forget, Solo had tickets. Don't forget that.
Yeah, Solo had tickets, and Jay gets attacked by 2 with a massive super kick. Breaker takes advantage of that, becoming the 2-time Intercontinental Champion via a super spear.
So I agree. So I agree with Jimmy. I'm happy, but I'm not happy. I'm happy because I was right, but I'm sad because why would you waste all this time? And I want to hear. I'm gonna go look at it. I want to know what Keish said in his podcast about his son losing the belt so quickly.
Oh, he was pissed.
Does it add to the storyline, or does it not? I think it does.
I don't think. Okay, I think they could have done something different to bring him back to the bloodline that didn't cost him the title. Like I said last week, I think they should have went with the Sami Zayn angle with the new bloodline. Mm-hmm. Sami Zayn's hostage. He's being beat down in Detroit, and Jey Uso, main event Jey, that's his dog, that's his brother. He comes back to the bloodline for that. I don't think they should have taken the title off of main event that quick.
I figured they would.
Well, but they did. So look, it happens. That's usually how these cards get written out.
I think he's gonna go back after it. After Royal Rumble.
That's not give him the world title.
Any offense to Jay, I don't think anybody will ever say that he was a transitional champion because he defended a couple of times.
Yeah.
He had a few title defenses.
Don't forget about the house shows too. So he defended them on the house show too.
Title defenses too.
Yeah.
He did what? I think it was 23 title defenses.
Yeah.
In like TV and on the house shows.
He was a good champion.
Yeah. Like he's had over 20 title defenses. People.
What the fuck?
Unless they go to the house. What?
No, it's for NXT. Don't worry about it. I'm pulling everything up.
Speaking of the devil, let's move on to that. NXT.
I'm looking at what the hell am I looking at? Zarya? Who the hell is Zarya? She looks like
Zarya is a gimmick that they've been talking about a good bit.
She looks like somebody you don't want to mess with or date.
Oh, man. You're talking about the ending of NXT, dude.
No, we're at the beginning. We're at the beginning, but it pulled it up, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, right.
Look, I'll show you guys. Look, you want to piss that off? I'm good.
All right, you're going to get murdered in your sleep.
You know the rules. Forget I'm here. Y'all talk about NXT. I don't watch NXT.
All right, so NXT started off with a women's tag match. Damage Control versus Last Legend and Jakari Jackson. Basically bouncing back from the night before, Monday Night Raw's altercation between those two teams. Lash and Jakari, great heel team. Shown dominance most of the, almost the entire match. Also Damage Control getting their baby face shine, doing what they have to do, working from underneath, as they usually do, bring up the technical tandem offense. I love that about these two. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green draw the disqualification, but gain the upper hand on Lash and Jakari. That
was odd for me for Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. I understood it whenever SmackDown came around, but at that point in time, like you know who the main players are for the women's title, and we know that Chelsea Green and Piper Niven was eventually going to insert themselves. But with what Chelsea Green has been doing with her independent matches and Piper Niven, I kind of felt like this was like kind of like a shock surprise to me that they were going to come into the picture for the titles.
I agree. Being that it's the other women trying to push dominance, and they just want to let them know that they are the team to mess with.
Yeah.
So I say that was pretty basic reasoning behind that. Next match, Jada Parker versus Tatum Paxley. Paxley, obviously the sympathetic baby. Jada, absolutely powerful in the ring, doing what she does best. Gets the win via the running knee. All right, let's see. Then next was Obafemi taking on Crucifino from the D'Angelo family.
Ow! I'm looking at power bomb
whenever
through a
I
ladder.
saw this, I wanted to talk to you about that, Cody.
Yeah.
I kind of so trying to word this the best way because it was in my head and I still didn't have a way of wording it. So we've all known Obafemi has more of a North American kind of mid-card babyface. With the D'Angelo family, they're basically a babyface / heel base.
Hard faces.
Yeah. So would you say that Obafemi, with what he's doing on NXT to the D'Angelo family, is heel status, or would you say he's still babyface going into hard babyface?
No, he's just an absolute brute. Like, he's got love for people, but don't cross him in the ring. That's basically his style, which I like that. Because of his size, dominance, the way he carries himself to the ring, everything like oozes charisma for a big guy like Obafemi. I see him heading to Monday Night Raw very, very soon. Like, give him the rest of this year.
Jimmy, you in a way.
Probably up to WrestleMania. Anything post WrestleMania, he should debut the Monday Night Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
That's just me, though. He is a solid performer, and only being there for about a year or so, he's got it, man. Like, not saying that D'Angelo doesn't have it. The dude's a solid gimmick, and he's a great talent, great worker.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had to mute my mic and turn off the camera for a second. My little one's in the bath, and she was getting out and slipped, and she just fell. The wife took care of her, but sorry about that.
That's all right, dude. But yeah, when it comes to this storyline, I feel like
brute. I kind of feel like he's going too far in the brute stats. I kind of feel like he's transitioning into a heel kind of brute.
Yeah, but hold on now. You got to think about it. This storyline was designed for them to build each other up. If you think about it, they're
because you got
using each other as the next rung up the ladder, which is how it should be, because you don't want to give more credit to one than the other in this situation, especially if the one that is getting the credit, like Obafemi, and D'Angelo not getting much. But at the same time, the match between them two, whenever D'Angelo became North American champion, that was a really good match. And I feel like they do have a little more story to tell. And I hope it pretty much, like, the payoff is at how
they're creating and building this story so much better. Whenever they first introduced the story, you have the Hitman from TNA, and they were building up this mountain. And whenever they finally got to the top of the mountain and they actually gave D'Angelo the title, I was very, very kind of wondering where the next placement was going to be in this storyline, because there was no way that Obafemi was going to be done with the D'Angelo family.
Oh, no.
So I was like, okay, where are we going to go with this? And now they're introducing a new aspect. So whenever I saw that D'Angelo won the title, I'm thinking to myself, that was the top peak of the mountain with the creativity. Now we're going to have this downhill slump, and let's see how they're going to build this back down. But instead, I feel like they didn't even peak to the top of the mountain yet with this creativity. Like, they just took a small hiatus, took a breath and was like, let's keep going.
They still got some work to do, brother. I will tell you that now. With, I may have not have been a absolute superstar in professional wrestling yet, but I got the crowd going, and it doesn't take much. Less is more. Pace it out, see where it goes. That's usually,
you gotta listen to the crowd.
Because not to mention, this is a weekly show. Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. All three are weekly shows. So whatever they messed up in the first week, they can make it better the next, and make it better the next. And this is where building each other comes into play.
I didn't do professional wrestling like you done. I've done a couple of amateur professional wrestlings, and the first thing I was taught was listen to the crowd, hear the crowd. The crowd will tell you which way to go and how to maneuver. And if the crowd turns on the baby face, then go ahead and try and get the crowd back for the baby face, or turn the baby face heel.
But there's the way to prevent that altogether. Your charisma when you come through the curtain before the bell even ring should be able to tell the people who's the face and who's the heel.
I like the heels.
True, but sometimes you don't like the face.
I like the
sometimes
heels.
I like the face because probably he's a heel at another time, and you're gonna boom where he's.
I like the heels.
Well, I've had that a lot. That happened to me so many freaking times.
I've had so many times where I was.
50.
I had so many times that.
Or Amelia or freaking Homa, goddamn New Orleans.
I had so many times where I drove to the event with Cody, and I was still going for Sean to kick him in the face.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing.
I love heels.
We're not being sponsored by Netflix. We're not being sponsored by this show, by HBO Max or anything. But if you like the heels, guys, go check out Netflix. They have the episode Heels.
I still didn't watch it.
That show is freaking amazing.
I still didn't watch it.
Good.
You will extremely hate the ending. I will not lie.
Yes, but hopefully they pivot on season 3.
I'll watch it.
It's
I
good.
hope that Netflix picks it up and finishes it off, because the way they ended that last season, still mad.
There's also some confusion on Cena, because a lot of people think that WrestleMania is going to be his last everything. He's not. He said in an interview he's going through the whole entire year of 2025. He's retiring.
Yes.
He's retiring in December of 2025. Well, there's a lot of people that saying are saying that because he said the words, "This is gonna be my last WrestleMania," they thought that he would retire at Mania. No, it's literally his last WrestleMania. He's still going to do Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, the Survivor Series. He's going all the way to December.
I think he's got 15, 20 appearances?
He's got a lot.
I think his last match will be on Survivor Series.
Yeah, me too.
Survivor Series being his goal, the ride off into the sunset, I can go for that.
Yep. So...
But yeah, carrying on, Oba Femi versus Crucifino, after this whole situation, Oba obliterates Crucifino with the win. He ends up, fighting the D'Angelo family, taking out him, Stacks. It was an all out fall draw. Then Oba zip ties D'Angelo to the bottom turnbuckle, forcing Don to watch Oba take out both Stacks and Crucifino.
That's why I said I feel like he's going heel.
Yeah, because this is the monster heel situation. Yeah, and I agree with it. But maybe it's just the heat with D'Angelo, because D'Angelo was a heel turned face because of Oba. Yeah. They can still fight dirty in this big North American Championship match. It's a Devil's Playground match.
Oh.
So. I'm sorry. I also like to dream matches in my head. I got one for you. How about we go ahead and have this match? Oba Femi versus Braun Breaker versus Braun Strowman versus Bronson Reed in a last man standing match.
That'd be really difficult. You need about 6 referees. About 6 refs.
I think they would destroy the shit out that place.
Have a ref on each corner turnbuckle, and then 1 ref on the inside, 1 ref on the outside.
They would.
Right?
They would murder that place.
You know, there's actually an indie federation that made like a homemade elimination chamber. Like they welded it up and everything. It looks great. It's only meant for a 16 by 16 ring, but somebody's selling it for like.
Kyle said something about it's that's overkill. I don't know what he's talking about because I'm not even listening to what y'all saying right now.
It would definitely be an overkill. You are not lying at all, Kyle. That would be an overkill. That is an understatement. But dude, Cody says it best: big men beating up big meatier men.
Big meaty men slapping me. Get it right.
And oh look, hey, and we can go ahead and have a special guest referee, Big E.
I'm saying Big E comes back for the 10-year.
But yeah, after that, the face-off between Trick Williams and Ethan Page leading up to their Devil's Playground
at the
match.
WCW Halloween Havoc.
Right. Those entrances. I remember us talking about that last week. Let's see. Next match. Carmen Petrovich taking on Sol Ruca. Adrian the Adonis sitting in the crowd, you know, being a distraction to Carmen from last week, what Carmen did to him. Sol takes
we're not going to talk about the Ethan Page promo?
Gets the win via the Soul Snatcher, which I like that cutter. That's a pretty cool cutter.
We're not going to talk about that crappy Ethan Page promo?
Well, I mean, the crowd reactions for the Ethan Page and Trick Williams promo was really good, honestly. Good delivery of message.
Go on.
Even though it kind of felt a little draggy.
Yeah.
You know, they put too many gaps in between their words.
I did not at all like. Not no more.
Excuse me. But this was a really good face-off. Now, just remember, Devil's Playground match, no disqualifications, no countouts. But what old James E likes to call lazy booking. But they better make this match make sense.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be a lackluster of an NXT championship match. Figure it out. Keep it simple. Don't get crazy with it. You know, tell the story. You don't have to get too extreme. But get it over. That's basically the job here for this match. I mean, like I said, there's no disqualification, no countouts, anything goes. You know, let's not hope this turns into a lazy booking moment, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Post the Sol Ruca match, getting the win on Carmen Petrovich via a Soul Snatcher. Sol Ruca becomes, she's one step closer to heading toward the women's championship in that match. Nikita Lyons backstage giving a speech to a couple of guys whenever Obafemi brings back Nikita's entrance robe. I think Oba likes what he sees. Just saying.
I'm just saying, who wouldn't?
Exactly. The tag match, Hank and Tank with Custer on their corner, Bronco Nima and his boy in this little tag match. This was a big boy tag match. This was like a heavyweight style tag match with these four guys. These are, another big meaty men slapping meat, but tag. But I like this match. This was good. It got over. The Hank and Tank are screaming. Their outfit screams Stone Cold Steve Austin 1997.
It does. I'm actually looking at it right now.
All
they're missing is the knee brace.
The skin tight jorts, the boots, and
the little baseball short sleeve shirt.
All jerseys, man. Yep. That is screaming like late Attitude Era. Oh man, this was good. Now, moving forward from the Hank and Tank do get the win via the double team. I love their double team, dude. It's pretty sick and it flows well. I like it. JC Jane and Fallon Henley from Fatal Influence take on Julia and Stephanie Vaquer.
That looks like it was a good match.
Oh, it was a solid match. Very good. A lot of stuff happening both inside and outside the ring, including Kalani Jordan preventing a distraction from Fatal Influence's other member. But at the end of it all, JC and Fallon get the win. Heel finish. once that happens, the debut of Zarya, as soon as Fatal Influence spins the wheel for their choice of stipulation, which was a spinner's choice. That means choose anything on that wheel.
Yeah.
For their match against Julia and hold on. Wait, they got a shot at the women's tag titles with that match, right?
They did. We're gonna discuss that next, actually.
Yep, and that's the stipulation will be spinner's choice, so they get to choose what the hell's up.
And obviously, the last thing was Zarya makes her debut.
Okay.
Gimmick, bro, but she looks good in it.
Yeah.
So they did that premiere and that debut so perfect because you built her up for weeks, and whenever you built her up, they basically pulled the same situation they did with the Wyatt Six. They made the promos, then they ended the show with that character and cut it like that. So now you have this person. You're all online looking up this and doing research, trying to find out more about this person, getting the clickbaits that you want.
Yep.
Right.
All right, you ready? Moving on to SmackDown.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, we might want to kick.
I gotta run the commercial.
This show is sponsored by Little East Creations.
You can keep talking. I'm just running it.
And feel free to check out all of her products. Give her you can message her. But she has do we have the QR code?
No, we don't. But next podcast, I'm actually gonna. I got the inspiration from you. I'm gonna be making her a Shopify embarrassing.
There you go.
It's just somebody to keep up with that Shopify. But as you can see on the screen, this is everything she's ever made, kind of. You got ornaments, you got t-shirts, you got cups, you got baby born door signs, you have kids cups, you have ugly mitts. I'm waiting for everything to go by. Little sleeper mask to put on, earrings, ID tags, wallets.
Christmas is coming around, guys.
Yes.
Just know that the most important gift comes from the heart.
It's custom.
And if you can create or have something custom created to give to your significant other, your family member, that would mean so much more to them than you going down to Walmart and buy something.
Right.
Well, now that that's over, let's move over to my favorite show of the week, SmackDown. We started off SmackDown with Game 7 between Carmelo Hayes and Andrade with LA Knight as the special guest.
And dude, him belt on still was great.
Yeah. Wait, I actually saw it on SmackDown after the whole thing happened. Does he have a custom LA Knight band around the belt?
No, that's his jacket.
Because it looked like the belt, like the leather of the belt had LA Knight on it. We're gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, on the U.S. title. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. But I swear,
around the back, dude. It's around the back, like the sides of the lower part of his vest.
Yeah,
it's got all those little plates and stuff to make it look like it looked like he was getting wrapped around with a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers wrist communicator on the lower side of his jacket. I swear.
But like Carmelo Hayes and Andrade gave us 6 matches. Oh look, Caio even said it's the belt. I knew it. It was like
is the title?
Yeah, it's custom because it had the plates on it. I swore it was that. I had to double check.
On the straps beyond the plates?
Yes, like behind the plates. Yeah. Jimmy's gonna look into it. I see it in his face. Okay. I see it in his face right now. He's doing research right now. So it was it was a really good match. Man, Game 7 really, and guess how it ended? In a no contest, and it ended It ended with Nick Aldis, who he said is a good general manager, has put LA Knight in a triple threat match. Yep, Caio said it says LA all the way around it.
Oh, nice, dude. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, let's see what happened after that. Yeah, wait, Justin, you've got the lineup.
I got it pulled up, but y'all have anything to say about the Andrade match?
It was him and Carmelo are an instant classic, dude. Hands down, these guys have been throwing it out there to the fans, leaving it all in the ring every single time they step in there. They're a national spotlight, dude. This was their opportunity to make something great out of this.
Cody doesn't see it because he don't view the channel, but here it is. I got it pulled up right now. Wait. There it is. It's around the belt. If you see it around his arm.
Oh.
Right there. Oh, let me scroll down. What the crap?
I say, put it in the Discord chat.
Dude, I hate technology. Wait, I'm shrinking it so I can see it. There it is. And I'm gonna put it in Discord chat so you can see it.
All right, just to be on the safe here.
I would like you to see it.
I mean, it looked like it's part of his jacket.
No, it ain't part of no jacket. That's
for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, was that the belt or?
There it is. All right, and send.
All right, let's see.
Send.
Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
It's processing.
Somebody take a look at this.
Look at this. Yeah, Kyle just sent me a text of it.
Somebody look at this.
Yeah, that's the same picture I posted. So while Cody views that, we're gonna move on. Naomi defeated Candice LeRae. Seems like they're boosting Naomi a lot lately.
Oh, look, they need to.
Wait. Whoa, I'm dumb. That is not how SmackDown started. SmackDown started with Randy Orton coming to the ring and demanding a match with Kevin Owens demanding a match against Kevin Owens to Triple H. And he says it.
Okay, hey, question for you. How would you guys like if they had this belt for LA Knight?
Hold on. I can't see it. Can you turn your camera, please?
I'm trying to, sir.
That's sick. That is sick. I'm not gonna lie, but you could tell that was made on WWE 2K24.
That'd be sick.
So, yeah, Randy comes out, and I love what he said. He ain't asking Paul Levesque, the COO, for a match. He's asking the Cerebral Assassin.
The Cerebral Assassin.
And then Triple H has the nerve to say.
Not gonna get the match. And Orton was insisting.
Yeah, Triple H had the nerve. Triple H, I'm protecting you because I don't want you. I don't want you back on the shelf. Like Orton said, don't worry about me.
I mean, now, Randy Orton's like 290. That boy put on some pounds, and he's like huge.
Yeah,
like he's bigger than he's ever been.
Now that we got that moved out of the way,
that's what I don't get. Protect Randy?
Yeah. We're gonna move out of the way with that, so we know Triple H did grant him his match. So at Crown Jewel, Randy Orton will face Kevin Owens. Dude, I'm so excited for Saturday. We have a full stacked card to talk about Saturday. So y'all better come. Y'all better come with y'all mouths and y'all thoughts and y'all notes ready, because we got 1 hour to talk about Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and Crown Jewel. So, moving on, like I said before.
Go ahead and see what he was talking about with the LA Knight situation.
I sent in Discord. But Naomi received the biggest boost, I think. There it is. See in the background? It has LA all over the background.
Hold on.
Go down, Jimmy. Okay. Go to the right. Right there. You see by his arm? I knew it. It was
the belt, the strap.
Yeah, the strap, the leather. It got LA all over it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, Naomi defeats Candice LeRae. Okay. I need to know this. I know. I mean, we talk about this every week because it's Jimmy's favorite topic. The tag titles. It's his favorite topic.
Oh man, this was an awesome match.
If I had to rate a match, I don't rate matches, but I give Motor City Machine Guns and DIY a fucking 21 out of 10. That was I don't watch matches. I don't watch. I'm like every other old wrestling fan right now in this era. I watch the promos and I watch Why do you have fireworks around you? That's weird.
Every time I throw the thumbs up.
I have mixed opinions. So look, here's the thing: is that whenever it comes to tag team titles, I personally do not believe that the Motor City Machine Gun should have won the title because that's their third match. I personally believe that, in my opinion.
I agree. However, even the announcer said that they're being pushed really hard.
Yes, they are. They are being pushed too hard. And I feel like it's also costing a DIY split up, which I'm perfectly fine with, but I think that was too soon. I think that they should have the DIY split up and have Johnny Gargano and Ciampa as a WrestleMania match, because that's a WrestleMania caliber style match. Every time they do one, like it's WrestleMania style caliber.
They've went against each other so many times, though.
And every time, dude, they're like Carmella Hayes and Andrade.
Yep.
I mean,
you put them together, you gonna guarantee the banger of a match.
NXT, they got a little lackluster, especially pre-COVID.
But Motor City Machine Guns did defeat DIY to become the #1 contenders. And I called it, but I didn't expect for it to happen this soon. Here comes the Bloodline. And I don't know if y'all noticed.
Their tongue has dropped those titles.
I don't know if y'all noticed the zing that Solo made. Something about you want to make an impact, then let's do it now. I guess referring to them being on TNA. But,
right.
And like Nick Aldis said, if you want it, I'll give it. And I don't know the Motor City Machine Guns. Like I said, I don't watch TNA or nothing like that.
20-year veteran.
But just the 3 matches that I saw, I think they took the SmackDown tag division from 0 all the way to 10 in one night. Now the tag team division is alive. And then what are you going to
I hope that they do the same.
What are you going to get? What are you going to get?
Representing the company.
Yeah, what are you going to get? What's the first match you're going to get as a defend? What do you
DIY?
think? It's going to be DIY because they put on that 10 out of 10 match. It's going to be, I think DIY.
I think it's going to be Motor City Machine Guns versus Street Profits.
Not me. I think DIY is about to turn.
Let Street Profits be the next team they go up against.
Yeah, maybe.
But put them in non-title first.
I think that what they're going to do is that they're going to eventually split up DIY, because we saw that, and we saw it with Ciampa's tweet that he released.
Yeah.
He released a tweet where it was Johnny Gargano accidentally hitting him. So they're already playing into.
And he super kicked him.
It really sucks.
Yeah, he accidentally into it already. And whenever you mentioned the Solo Sikoa impact, so that's actually double play. That's a double play. So last week, whenever Motor Machine Guns, they actually, whenever they won their first qualifying match, whenever they was going backstage, they had the interview, and they said, yeah, we came here to make an impact, and that's how you make an impact.
Yeah.
So Solo was like, we're going to go off of that, and you guys being from TNA. I personally don't think Motor City Machine Guns should have won the titles right away.
Yeah.
Because that match was a horrible fucking match.
Yeah, but
Motor City Machine Guns are capable of so much better in the ring, and I felt like that match was not the quality of a Motor City Machine Gun match.
Yeah, but guess what?
No.
You got what you wanted.
If they take on DIY, they will have that caliber match.
Yeah. But
you
got what you wanted. If you go back, we're on episode 9 right now, and every single episode you have said, and I quote, the Bloodline should not be tag team champions. Now they're not.
They shouldn't.
They're not.
Finn Balor and
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
with this tag team tournament that's going on Raw, they're about to pull it off the Judgment Day too. So maybe
they need to. We have focused so much on building the mid-card titles and the world tag titles that I feel like the tag team titles have got lost in the shuffle, and like Cody says, kicking the can.
Yep.
And I feel like it's about time where we have built these mid-card titles. We have built the world titles. We've built the women's tag team titles. Now let's go ahead and build the actual tag team titles.
Men's tag titles, for both. And look,
they know what they're doing. Triple H was a former tag team champion. He knows what to do in that area.
5-time, I think.
Okay, so as we know, the Machine Gun, they went for the titles because it's Solo's mine. Tonga and Tama are 100%. They never fought. Motor City Machine Guns come out with the win because of Yeet. Jey Uso comes in and gets revenge and costs them the titles. I'm gonna phrase this the best way possible.
And if you are a wrestling fan like Cody and I are, of more than just WWE, if you were to have the Gorillas of Destiny versus the Motor City Machine Guns, that would have been a banger of a match.
Yeah.
But you have the Congos versus Motor City Machine Guns. It wasn't the quality it should have been.
Yeah. Well, they had to do something fast, because you're not gonna go. I believe they had to do something. I believe they had to do something fast, because you're not gonna screw Jey Uso out of a title that he just got his hands on, and you cost him the match, and he's not gonna come over to SmackDown and fuck with you. But so after the match, there was
retribution in his eyes.
After the match, like, I mean, Jimmy says it every week. The blood, no matter what you can do on SmackDown, fucking Motor City Machine Guns could have became the WWE champion. They could have took Cody Rhodes' champion away, and it still would not outdo the Bloodline storyline. Nope. They screwed Motor City Machine Guns out of a good celebration, which I'm fine with, but it ended up with Jay in the middle of the ring, and here comes his brother. They hug. Roman's at the entrance. He's looking. He's acknowledging a little bit, and it goes off the air. Now, we're not going to discuss what happens next week, because we all three know what happens next week.
Look, y'all seen the videos of what happened off the air?
Yes. Well, that's part of next week. They tape SmackDown for next week. It's part of next week. So
yeah,
we got
ruin it for anybody who doesn't.
Yeah, we know what happens because we saw some of the things.
Let's go back. Most greatest cinematic love ending.
Yeah,
that
dude,
you
the popping
that. And
dude,
as a brother, and Justin, you know how estranged me and my brother are. If I was to have that moment with my brother, I would feel like that whenever I saw that happen.
No, but like when Jamie was coming out.
Pop, dude.
When Jimmy was coming out, he was getting booed the entire time, all the way to the ring. And then, bam, he hugs Jay. The pop just went crazy. And then my eyes are focusing on Roman. He's just standing there. And he's staring, and he gives him that look. Like I said, we're not going to talk about next week. We know what happens. Let's just say, eat. We'll find out next week what happens. But I want to bring it back to Raw before we end this thing. And Jimmy actually brought this up to my attention. Are we dumb? Are the referees dumb? Are they not playing hurt like they're supposed to? You telling me that referee did not see what was going on with Jacob Fatu outside that ring with Jay? Nobody heard the ref. Jimmy brought that up to me. He's like, what is going on here? The ref didn't even he didn't stay down long enough.
Right. The referee was clearly visible as can be, just staring at Jacob Fatu destroying main event Jay, and he's like, "Hey, you guys, I'm gonna go take a coffee break. Just text me whenever you get done, and we'll go ahead and get the pin going. Sound good?"
Oh, Kyle said yeet. He saw it as well. Well, wait, next week, like I said, man, it's we got a lot to talk about in 1 hour. Jimmy usually gets off of work on Saturday. What about 9?
9, yeah. If I have a load like I did this past Saturday, I'll probably be off by 8.
Okay, so Jimmy already knows that he can come to my house as soon as he gets off. I don't care. I'll be up at 8. I'll be up at 8.
Hard.
But if everybody gets there at the same time before 11, we're going live because we have so much to talk about.
We're trying to get there for like 10.
10. I think we should start at 10:30. Everybody agree?
If we start the live, guys, and you see me sleeping, just know it's because I work the radio shift.
10:30 to 11, 30 minutes. Cody can talk about the world and wrestling and everything segment. We could talk about Raw, SmackDown, everything right there. And then at 11, we switch over to Crown Jewel, break down every matches. Yeah, break down every match. Get the wheel ready, get the names ready, and then while we're watching Bad Blood, I'll go ahead and get the wheel ready to put up and everything, and then we'll go from there. But
100%.
Yeah, if you see Jimmy sleeping, it's because his ass devoured a whole pound of chicken crackling and not bringing me my crackling. Hey,
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to get quite a few pounds for that because, man, I don't know if I'll be able to go ahead and.
Hey, for the viewers watching, you might just see your boy with teeth in his mouth for the podcast.
20 for some, bro.
Dude, when I go to my father-in-law's, the first thing I do on every morning is go to A-Bears and get chicken crackling. It's so good.
Yeah, I know it's good.
Like, honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Let me cash app you some and just bring a bag for me.
No, listen, honestly, I don't know why we're getting donuts. Like, we happen to have chicken and crackling and boudin and French bread and syrup. We won't need donuts.
That's the coon-ass breakfast, bro.
I'm not. That's why I told you earlier, don't bring a lot because I probably won't even eat donuts. I probably won't even eat donuts.
Just get like a half a dozen. We'll just get a half a dozen. We'll just probably, we're going to be like, we're literally going to be on the podcast live, just like.
Call it a day.
Listen, you take French bread. You take the boudin out of the casing. And you put you crunch the crackling on top, and then you add steamed syrup in the middle. There's your breakfast right there.
I am.
And a big old glass of water.
Whenever I go to One Stop Boudin, I always request fresh. So whenever I get mine from them, it's fresh and hot.
Yeah, it's weird. I just noticed this. I just noticed this tonight because I don't like wearing my teeth at all. I put them in this morning, and we went to Texas Roadhouse, and I was like, "What the hell? I got my teeth in my mouth. I could eat something crunchy." So I got me an onion blossom. When they brought it to the table, the grease was still popping, and I took a piece and put it in my mouth, and it wasn't hot because I got plastic on the inside of my palate, because of the dentures. And I was like, "Bro, I'm just sitting there chewing." Justin's like, "Man, it's hot." I was like, "No, it's not. I'm chilling. It's good."
It was like how you were at Target and Texas Roadhouse while I was at Costco today.
Yeah, we did a lot. We went pay Santa Claus. Santa Claus is almost done. I'm actually almost done with everybody's Christmas.
I'm still trying to pay Santa Claus myself.
You see what I used to go against that because my wife used to say, like, in July, she would be like, "Man, we need to start Christmas shopping." I'd be like, "Dude, we got time. It's December." But then I don't think about how much money you're dropping in one lump sum in December. So I told her, I said, "You know what I'm going to do this year?"
As a dad of 4 girls, and they just keep on getting older, every single year Santa goes ahead and tells me he needs a pay raise.
There you go. But I'm saying, like, I started in August, and I started every time I got paid, I ordered a Christmas gift. Like, I got my brothers and my sister-in-laws. I got my mom, my dad, everybody. I ordered everybody in one order. Everybody's came in last week. I just got friends to get.
This is what we do for our Christmas, is that whenever, for us ordering the girls, because of how much it's going to cost, we tell Santa to go ahead and check our Amazon, where we put money on our Amazon account. Yeah. So every single paycheck, I put money on Amazon, where it's a built-up balance on there. So come after the Cyber Monday deal, it's just raining presents.
I never thought about that.
You can't withdraw it from Amazon. It's just there. So you have the money there whenever you need it. So come Cyber Monday, you have like $2,000-$3,000 and cash out.
Yeah. We just every week we do that. Like today we was in Lafayette, so I was like, why not go to Target, see what they got? And you got all these fucking people. Like, remember we used to hunt Funko Pops? Like, as soon as the product comes out, the shelves are empty. We went over there, every single monster truck was gone. And I'm like, what the hell? But like his big gift is the Monster Jam Superdome tickets. That's his biggest gift that he got. And it's gonna be like the hotel and everything.
I'm gonna get that briefcase for him this week.
Oh, he's ready.
Gonna give it to him Saturday.
Oh, he's ready.
But I'm gonna also look at getting the other Monster truck ones I was telling you about, to go ahead and get that for him, so Uncle can go ahead and so we can have something in the tree from Uncle. I'm thinking about doing that one as well.
I showed him the Mega Rex one at Costco. He likes it. Yeah. But the main thing he don't want to stop talking about is the big ass Spider-Man RC. It's at Target. It's $100 though. It's like the ones we got. Like the ones we got in the shed. The big Gravedigger, the big Mega guy. It's a big RC car. Yeah. He keeps talking about it.
It's at Target?
Yeah, it's at Target. They got one left. It's just chilling. Nobody wants to buy it. It's $100. But all right, Cody, you want to go ahead and close us out?
Yeah, with that being said, y'all, that has been episode 9 of the Shed Podcast. Very interesting week in wrestling. Looking forward to the next one leading up to Crown Jewel
and
next
it's
Saturday.
The live Shed Podcast. We're going to be in the shed. It's going to be awesome.
Yep, that's going to be sick. We're going to have chicken cracklings and French bread and
boudin.
Some boudin.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
If we fall asleep while we're live, we apologize in advance.
Just make sure if he starts nodding, Somebody put it in the chat. Wake your ass up.
You get the Buddha and the crackling. Cody gets his donuts and milk. I'll go ahead and get my Jägermeister, and we'll be good.
All right. So
you're supposed to get the bread also.
Yeah, I gotta get French bread too.
That's fine. A couple dollar loaves right there at the Walmart.
Oh yeah, Walmart. You can get fresh ass French bread, big loaf for like $1.
$4. There you go.
But
that's it.
Anyway, that was fun. Let's close it out because it's already 8:30.
All right.
And we're old.
On behalf of Cajun Daddy Chuck and Jamie Fusho, J2's Gaming, Justin Tubes, I'm just
love you
different.
guys. Be safe, like and subscribe.
It's on Saturday, November 2nd for the pre-show. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
Later.
All right,